Hey, so I thought I'd throw in a little humor for y'all to want to have a quick laugh. I guess at my expense, so listen up for the joke of the day, right? This won't be a long show because my internet is still offline for whatever reason, but I went to the shop and they're coming to fix it apparently soon. So anyway, in other news, well, I guess this is a picture of me after cleaning the room up, so I was proud of myself. I took a picture. But in other news, I want you guys to know how difficult it is to get a license here in Southeast Asia, Thailand in particular. I've been to the DMV here, the motor vehicle place here, for the last 4 days in a row, doing various tests and things like that. And it's not really a problem of my driving skill or anything like that. I've been a licensed driver for over 30 years, since I'm, 16 years old or whatever. And, back in America, I got a Class A commercial license, hazmat, I drive big trucks, everything, motorcycle license, you name it. I've certified to drive it all, right? So in Thailand, I had a car driving license about 4 years ago, but it expired due to the, COVID lockdown and stuff. So I have to go and retest for it. Not a problem. So I decide I'm going to get my motorcycle license and car license at the same time. They give you two separate licenses here, right? So before you do any of this, you have to go to the immigration place, get some documents, get a residence certificate. Then you go for a medical exam where they test your blood pressure and, weigh you on a scale, make sure you're competent. Then you go to the DMV and they do another battery of tests to make sure you're not colorblind, that you can see yellow, red, and green and stuff like that. Then they put you on a simulator, which is kind of like a video game, for the stoplight, gas pedal, brake pedal kind of thing. Then you watch a 5-hour video of people crashing and stuff like this to kind of discourage you from doing stupid stuff. Then you take the tests or whatever. Since I already have a motorcycle license back in America, I didn't have to take the road test for it, and I passed the motorcycle test the first time, got my motorcycle license. All good in the hood. So I have an appointment the next day to go back for my car driving license, and after doing the simulator and all that, I have to do the computer test, right? Now, I have failed this test for the last two days in a row. I failed the test. I'm going back again to go finally pass it for the, the third time or whatever. But you guys will get a good laugh out of this one. I'm going to have to update this. Well, let's look at the picture on your screen, right? I'll look at it on my screen too so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I just left the office and I even had a discussion with the person giving the test about the validity of this question. Look very closely at this picture of a red car and what appears to be an ambulance on the road. And keep in mind, here in Thailand, they drive on the left side of the road with right-hand drive cars, so that's why the traffic is going in that direction. Now the test question says, from the picture, which car must give way? And there's a yield sign in Thai, international yield sign. Now, in America, I'm taught that you must give way to emergency vehicles. Why? Because there might be a patient, some fuckers on the way to the hospital or something like that, and it's clearly an ambulance or an emergency vehicle. Looking at the picture, I looked at it for a minute before I answered the question, and I said to myself, it's got a stripe on it, it's got lights on the top of it, it is clearly an ambulance and not a food truck or whatever. So I answered this question saying, obviously, the red car should give way for a couple of reasons. For one, the white ambulance looks like it's speeding and it's about to run out of road and it's already overtaken the red car. However, the correct answer is the white car, the ambulance should yield. Now, technically, the white car is a white ambulance, and so I had a little talk with the person giving the test here and said, hey, man, this is kind of a trick question to trip me up here, right? And what's also trippy about the computer test for the driving license here is it must be passed with more than 90% score. The first time I passed the test, what is it? It's a test of 50 questions. You have to get 45 of 50 questions correct. So, 85% is a failing grade in this country. You got to be 90% or higher, right? So, yeah. So I failed the test by missing, 3 too many questions. You're only allowed to miss 5 questions out of 50. So I'll be going back again tomorrow to go redo this. And every time you redo the test, they give you some new questions in addition to the old one. So it's not the same test every time. But I just want to point this out to this. These are the road laws here. It doesn't matter if you're an ambulance, paramedic, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pass them motherfuckers. Fuck it. Survival of the fittest on the road here. So I just thought that was funny. You can't come to the Far East and use your Western way of thinking because you will fail. Is my point. So that's how you pass your driving license test here in Southeast Asia. Forget about the external circumstances about who's in the car. Forget about there's an emergency. You just got to keep going straight and don't let them in, no matter what. Because you're the red car, goddammit. Right? and that's actually how hey man, they drive on the road like that here. So I'm not surprised. So anyway, that's my laugh funny joke of the day. It ain't that funny actually, because I've got to go to this fucking place 4 days on the road now, burning up a lot of gas going back and forth to this place. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up and get my second license. But y'all stay good. This is Shimmy Cash signing out. Enjoy. You want to support me? You know the usual routine. Google me. Watch my movies, all that shit. Play my trailers, etc. And y'all take it easy. All right. Peace and hair grease, or as they say, peace in the East. Laters.